When it comes to language and ideas, cliches may seem weak. They're trite, but often true. Yet, when you give them the credit they deserve, you realize that they're punching well above their weight class. This 4-step method shows you how to extract the power and technique from any cliche. 1. Identify reason. Every cliche was born as an antidote to a problem. They're easy to transmit doses of wisdom that can be distributed amongst people. And you can find the reason by taking a moment to pause and think a little bit deeper rather than being immune to the cliche itself. Don't judge a book by its cover. At the end of the day, cliches are both low-hanging fruit and an example of the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Speaking reasonably, the wisdom of cliches are always in there, and you can only recognize it if you don't dismiss it. If you reflect on them, you'll see that they're easily accessible and at peak maturation for consumption. You just gotta dig a little deeper. 2. Understanding where it applies. Since there are so many cliches, it's important to understand where they belong and in what situation. Hell, there are so many cliches that sometimes they can even clash with one another. For instance, the common use of ignorance is bliss is that the less you know, the less you suffer, which seems antithetical to the idea of knowledge is power, where the more you know, the more choices you can make and the better off you are. Is that the case? It's situational. In situations where you don't know something, it could be better to learn in blissful curiosity and then transmute that into the power of knowledge. Or you could just choose to not get involved in unimportant matters by staying blissfully ignorant and focusing all of your attention on becoming more knowledgeable in things that make you more powerful. 3. Find the limit. The proper use of cliches prevents them from being abused. And believe it or not, we have the capacity to abuse language the same as we can abuse anything we have control over. If I were to fool around on my wife and say, "Come on, baby, all is fair in love and war," not only am I a piece of shit, but then I open up the door for her to retaliate in the relationship, which may not be as much loving as it is now war. And a house divided can't stand against itself. All because I was trying to score a home run at an away game. A good rule of thumb is that cliches shouldn't be justifications. They should be insights. The wisdom of a cliche comes from its precise application to a precise problem. And since the mind is a terrible thing to waste, you should be sure to think deeply about them so that you can use them with precision. Call a spade if you catch my drift. It is what it is, but everything has its breaking point, so be mindful. 4. Modernize it. Cliches aren't getting any younger. Sometimes we just need a fresh perspective on something that's well past its prime to truly appreciate it. And in the case of cliches, once you understand the principle of it, you can take that old wine and put it in a new bottle, repackage it, and resell it. We adapt language all the time, but it's the concept that generally stays the same. Cool, sick, rad, and fire have all been used to describe enjoyment or approval of something, even though they all mean completely different things. Make some slang cliches. You've probably already heard some. Things like, "I'm 10 toes down," "fuck around and find out," "play stupid games and win stupid prizes." These are just modernized versions of old cliches, like "an unstoppable force meets an immovable object," and "you reap what you sow." So now you have 2 approaches. Find the deeper wisdom in the old cliche, or use the old cliche to make a new modernized one. Get drunk on the power of wisdom, even at family get-togethers. Until next time, always stay up to no good.